Yeah. Let's start this shit. And let's start this shit.
Yo. All right, y'all. What up? Welcome to the Knicks and Six podcast. As you know, I am your humble, gracious, and slightly peeved host. Sire Van Dam, Van DZ, Guru from your mans, and I'm joined here with my other slightly peeved host.
I'm slightly peeved. I don't know my mans. I don't know. I'm gonna call you Ham today. I don't know.
Joined here with my slightly peeved host as well.
My God,
Mr. Sean Harris. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Make sure you follow us everywhere at Knicks in 6, number 6 IX. If y'all hear Joshua and Jalen in the back, tell them what up. You know we are brought to you by the Smooth Family Network. Cha. You can follow me everywhere at Frostman Guru, and you know Sean will find you, and he's found me.
You don't want me to find you right now. Y'all want me to find you right now.
Because you're slightly peeved.
Yo, break the fourth wall real quick, behind the scenes type shit, BTS.
Yeah.
We pregame, we warm up before we get on here so we know that, everything is like running. We good.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, boy, that warm up, man.
That was one of our better ones, I would say.
That shit was better than the Jake Paul Tyson fight. Like
that was one of our better ones. That was one of our better ones for sure.
Yeah, we gonna start filming the behind the scenes on
right?
Patreon and posting that live.
All right, y'all. Let's not waste no time. Y'all know why we here. Knicks have defeated the Pistons in 6. In 6.
The Pistons?
The Pistons.
The Pistons.
The Pistons, nigga. Yes, indeed. In 6. You were correct. So let's give you your flowers. Early.
All right. Remember that we're starting off with.
We started off with love. We started off with love for sure. Let's start off with love. Because this is
for the reasonable and rational perspective and take of we are playing a really good, really young team, and I'm a fan of really good, really young teams.
You are. You said 6.
When you flip it from 14 wins to 44, and you're the 5th best in the league for most of the year, I respect you. I respect you, Detroit. All right, I see what y'all doing. Y'all are, hey, that boy in Milwaukee looking for a new home. I'm not sure if you're the type of market he interested in, but y'all can throw something together for the Stewart didn't even play.
He was right next door. He lived right next door from Detroit. Right in Wisconsin.
Might be able to keep his home. Might not even have to sell his house. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, indeed. All right, so listen, man. Let's just preface this by saying games 4 through 6. We're going to recap it. We're going to recap a couple of these games. And then we're going to get into the series preview with the Celtics. So with some talent on this show may feel a little bit more confident than others.
All right. If that's the case, then when we get to that part, I'm starting that shit up because you are not. I'm not even going to allow you. So all that shit.
I'm just letting you know. Some talented Knicks and 6 podcaster may have more confidence than other talented Knicks and 6 podcasters. That's what I'm gonna say. That's how I'm gonna start it off. But let's start off, man. Let's start off with
some talented Knicks and 6 podcasters may be using the word more incorrectly.
More?
All right.
More confident? More? Just more. Just more, you know?
I don't know.
Just more.
Right, let's go. Game 4.
All right, let's start. Game 4. Listen, man. Knicks.
Everybody want to talk about game 4.
94-93. Knicks defeat the Pistons on a listen. I'm calling this the take the money and run game. Because if I'm being honest with y'all, if I'm being transparent with y'all, It was a foul.
Of course.
It
Course.
was a foul.
We know.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw something hilarious on Twitter that said, the basketball gods repaid us for the Kobe White Phantom Afro 3-point shot.
Bro.
Because also not a foul, and repaid us for the Jalen Brunson Phantom foul at the end of the fucking Mavs game that year.
There's numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, the Luka Magic.
Yeah. I feel like I have no issue with this non-foul call, right? Because I feel like really and truly, like, there's just been too many times, right, where we have taken this L aggressively, and I just don't got nothing to say to that. You feel me? Like, I feel like at some point, at some point in time, you know, we got to get that, right?
You got to pay more on this, dog. No, you see, you're underselling all.
Give it to us.
Everything.
Give it to
you're
us.
Underselling everything.
Give it to us.
Not only have we been on the other end of those losses, we've been on the bad end of those moments historically, often, like just repeatedly. And you know what? And it's maybe not more than any other team in the league. It's probably not more than any other team in the league. It's probably just how it goes, law of averages.
Yeah.
However, it is highlighted more than any team in history.
Yes.
And if something is to go bad for the Knicks and we lost because of it,
yeah.
Well, it's because it's the Knicks. Y'all have gotten real comfortable talking down and talking negatively about this. And I've always been one to stand against that because I'm like, you're not just going to talk about, you ain't going to just talk about my hometown shit like that, but you ain't going to just talk about New York like that, bro. Like, cut it out. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever. You ain't, keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. And when people are not willing to keep it a buck, to take the opportunity to slander my peoples, yeah, I get hot. I get hot. I get hot. So keep it a buck, America. Y'all rooted and cheered for this shit happening against the Knicks.
Yeah.
More than thrice. All right? More than thrice. So I don't want to hear shit about us getting one.
And to be clear, like,
me too.
Yeah, I actually need more. I actually feel like we are way past two. I feel like we've actually punched the ticket in to getting sold at the end way too often. Like, I was fine. I was too fine with it. Like, I knew it was a foul. I saw it. I was like, oh, this is definitely a foul. Thank you for not calling it. Like, thank you for not calling it. Let's be clear. But I want to say something specifically about this game. I was annoyed, one, with JB Bickerstaff. Preface JB Bickerstaff. All series, I've been saying, yo, this nigga JB, every single time he makes a terrible decision. Every single game, he made a terrible decision. Him using his fucking challenge in the first quarter of game 4 is insane to me. I'm looking at this nigga like, dog, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Like, it don't matter yet.
Yo, it's not even the time.
We might have to go check again to see if somebody could have potentially been in foul trouble or something.
No, who cares? You don't use that thing. This is a bad call.
Like, I don't think you're going to win this.
I just think in a series of bad calls, right?
Okay, let's talk about
you gotta hold on to them challenges, boy. I'm sorry. You gotta hold on to them. There's been terrible calls. And to be clear, this non-call is a terrible non-call.
Yeah,
nigga looking at him. He looked at him and said,
it's the only one that's gonna be remembered.
Yeah.
It's the only one that's gonna be remembered. But there was
multiple.
Even on that same play, it could be said that Josh Hart was getting fouled while
he was getting
trying to
smoked,
a rebound.
Bro.
All right.
Nigga was fouling Mikal on the floor. Nigga pushed Mikal while he was crawling, trying to get the ball. Nigga pushed him on the floor.
I'm just telling them what I've seen. I'm just telling them my perspective. You feel me? Like,
listen.
But you know what? Yes, we got fuck you, buddy.
I'm taking that.
We got one. Fuck you, buddy. We got one.
So a couple
Give
things.
us that.
So a couple things I want to point out, and this is why I really say this was to take the money and run game, like more than any other game too, because like ultimately, like I've told you, like we've played terribly this series. Like but this one specifically, right? We shot 37% from the field goal, from the field, 37% from the field, 61% from the free throw line.
Oh.
We got out rebounded by 16. Out rebounded by 16.
Let's talk about this. When I say it was a terrible game,
terrible. This was god awful.
I couldn't believe it.
God awful. It was nasty.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I could not believe it. Our bench had 5 points.
Yeah.
Whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our entire bench. Mitch, Cam, Shamit, Deuce, 5 points.
5
All
points.
coming from Deuce, 1 for 5.
Yeah. Deuce. Oh God. Jesus.
Deuce has been absolute. We could talk about Deuce right here, and just and spoiler alert, it applies for every other game in the series.
Yes. Yes. Let's be clear. It didn't get better.
Spoiler alert.
Maybe
he picked it up in game 5.
No, it didn't.
Nobody.
It was still bad. Oh man.
Deuce McBride has. You remember early in the season when we picked him? We foolishly.
We did. No, we did. I even go hold you. I confident and braggadociously said,
with our chest out,
6 point, nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. Deuce has been killing me. Like him specifically. You want to talk about? I had a whole argument with somebody like, yo, Mikal Bridges never makes the blow the top off the roof 3. And there's a solid argument to that. Like, I agree with that. Like, it be threes I be needing him to make. Like, it was a couple in this game. I was like, make that shit, nigga.
It was few in the season because I won money off of one of them.
Yeah.
So there's been few.
But when I say Deuce, maybe his expectations are a little higher. It's like, bro, his shits was looking nasty. 1 for 5. This wasn't like I saw 1 open 3. Then I saw 2 contested 3s. He got blocked on one of those. I was like, oh man, you make him. This is poor decision making. He was killing me.
He has moved himself off of the untradeable list.
Yeah. It is tough. That's a tough conversation I had to have with myself. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It might have been after this game specifically. I was like, yeah. This kind of, I ain't gonna lie, very scarily. This is kind of how I felt like, round 1 versus when fucking Quickly was being the Burke. I felt the same way. I was like, dog, you gotta hit the 3s. We need you to hit. Nigga, you open. Hit him.
And he refused. He said, don't tell me what to do.
Refused. Actively misbehaving. On the basketball court.
On the offensive end either.
Yeah, and he's getting fried. Like, that's what makes it worse. No, that's what makes it worse. Is that he's getting fried.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could live with 1 for 5 if the eye test is telling me, yo, you getting good minutes out there. Every time you out there, niggas is not scoring. Yo, he's going under screens on shooters. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Deuce has been absolute.
Yeah, nasty. It's nasty. Nah, keep it funky. Listen.
He went 3 for 12, I believe, in the last 3 games of the series.
Insanity. Some will say he might be saving it for Boston. Some will say.
I want to say that, and I'm optimistic.
Yeah, I've been told that. I'm hoping. Listen, we all got hope, bro. We all got hope.
No, we don't.
We all got hope. We are all living.
That's what today's episode is about. That's the theme of today's episode. We all don't have hope.
We all got some hope.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
There are legit Knicks fans out there. And I think we covered all this shit that is actually important about Game 4.
Yeah.
There are legit Knicks fans out there who are watching these games coming up, and there will be zero hope in the building. There will be zero hope in their hearts. All right,
I agree.
I had the word, I lost the word, whatever. There'll be zero hope in their hearts, bro. Know this. Know this.
No, I know. I'm just saying we all have to have some hope.
Oh, Omar. I'm gonna call him out. I'm gonna put his name out there.
Zero hope.
Omar never has hope. His answer is,
I will tell you this,
because they're the Knicks, and then he'll say, "I'm a fan. I'm just not a fan like y'all." Trust me. No hope is in the building, and it will be represented by people who are sitting on the orange and blue side. They won't be wearing orange and blue,
but they're sitting there.
They'll say they're with us.
Here's the thing. There has to at the very least be a semblance of irrational confidence, right? You have to at the very least. Like, this is,
why is it irrational?
We'll talk about that later, nigga. We'll get there later. But I'm just saying you have to. I'm saying like zero hope. Like my steps is like zero hope. Like, damn, you got like there has to be a smidge of you that's like, but maybe.
No, smidge is a different level.
That's
because smidge could put a twinkle in your eye when you see shit might be going your way.
But that's zero. But you telling me zero. You telling zero hope says. Zero hope tells me we could be up 3-0 and the nigga's still like, nah, they about to clip us. Nah, this is the year.
I've heard this type of shit. It's the Knicks.
That's crazy.
I know this for a fact. And you know the response gonna be, but it's true. But am I lying? I'm like, that's a million people in New York. A million people in New York feel that way.
Yes.
Off rip. Easy.
Yes.
A cool mill that walk past in the garden on a weekly basis.
That's PTSD though. Are you gonna be? Can you be mad at PTSD?
You're taking my take.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you if you. I'm asking you.
Therapy passes.
Oh, you're offering. Are you offering these?
No, the garden. I'm just.
Oh, you said the garden needs to do that.
The garden needs to give season ticket holders free online therapy.
Cook.
I think I've been saying this since last year. Like this is something I wholeheartedly believe. Mm-hmm. We got to get past this PTSD. We got to. Mm-hmm. We got to. Let's get to Game 5. Oh, right. And by the way, I feel like even if they called that shit a foul and we lost, we was gonna win Game 5. I still say regardless, we was gonna win in 6. Okay. Let's get to Game 5.
All right, Game 5, man. This is the one. Pistons defeat the Knicks 106-103.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, because I'm not pussy, I'm a preface this by saying this. If y'all have been on the Knicks and 6 feeds on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and have interacted with me after Game 5, you know for sure. Game 5 of the Knicks and Pistons series is the game that Tom Thibodeau officially lost me. It is the game that Tom Thibodeau officially lost me. Y'all know this.
You are so ridiculous.
No, what you mean? What you mean? I don't lie to you.
I've heard you in a minute, so it's just like you took your glasses off to be like, hey.
Come on, I'll do it for you, bro. Let me put aside. So y'all niggas can really see that I'm really not bullshitting, bro. Let me let y'all niggas know I'm really not bullshitting. Listen. Listen, man. This is the game that Tom Thibodeau really lost me, y'all. Now, loyal Knicks and 6 guys, right? Like, if you've been here for us because it's our 4th year. If you've been here with us, that's our 3rd year. I'm sorry, look, I'm giving us credit. This is our 3rd year. If you've been here with us since year 1, right? You know that I have a love-hate relationship with this nigga. You know this. You know this. Before you were co-host, you knew this because I've spoken about the nigga's a fucking maniac, right?
Yeah, I know.
I'm here to let y'all know I told y'all.
Mute
I
this
said
mic.
I
I'm
sat
not gonna
through.
stop laughing.
I sat through.
You mute this mic.
No, I sat through a couple years, and I was like, you know what? I can't fire this nigga. I can't fire this nigga. Well, what can I do? The nigga keeps figuring out a way. I said I can't fire this nigga. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I watched Game 5, and cumulated with what I've seen in games 1 through 4, as well as what I seen last year, I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna tell you why. And then I'm gonna tell you why, because I sat down and watched. Now, a lot of people say, like, obviously the point of contention here is the final play, right? I mean, the final 3 minutes of the game, right?
Right.
That's the point of contention. Obviously, you can live on any side of that argument. I obviously live on the side, hey, dog, I'm sorry, you got one timeout left. You cannot let him sit by the scorer's table for a minute and a half. I don't care if you like. There's multiple ways. Like, I would have even preferred you foul niggas and give niggas 2 extra points to get these niggas in the game if you want to save the timeout. I don't care. There's just some way in time I would have ran on the court and got attacked myself, nigga. Like, there's just, like, I can't lie to you. There's just ways I would have just. I just would have been like, I can't. I couldn't have been able to sit there. Like, it would have hurt my stomach. Like, I was watching it.
That would have been so fly to see.
No, that's no bullshit, right? Like,
Hart just runs the half court.
Because see, this is how I know. Like I'm telling you, like, I was really upset about it. But when I sat down and even thought about it, this is why I was more upset, because I was like, damn, I really thought of other ways you probably could have got the niggas in the game besides the timeout. Like live in the game, during the game, I'm sitting there like, call the fucking timeout. Dog, I'm sitting here like, call the fucking timeout. Bro, he didn't call the timeout, right? Again, my main issue, my true main issue in this, and this is where me and you disagree a little bit, because I do believe Detroit is a good team. Like, contrary to popular belief, right? I do believe Detroit is a good team. In the same way, I believe that Orlando is a good team. Like, I know that. But in the same breath, I do believe that we are so much better than the niggas that we should have got the niggas out in 5. And I told y'all, first episode of the playoffs, 5 max, nigga, max. So obviously, I'm annoyed about niggas already threw my shit out the window, right? Already threw my shit out the window on the minute and a half of waiting Jalen Brunson on it. Here's the thing. We are coaching against a nigga named JB Bickerstaff. And I cannot stress that enough. I want you to know, before we get into like our really big argument we're gonna get to later, that is my preface for most of the shit, is that you are coaching against a nigga in JB Bickerstaff that literally cannot control his emotions. The nigga is wilding. He barking on refs. He going out there. He want to fight niggas. Like, you're looking at this nigga like, yo, this nigga, all you gotta do is just look at this nigga and be like, yo, dog. He has no clue. And you know what? They say that the team takes the identity of their head coach. Guess what happens at the end of these games? Because even with Sean, with, and I know you was half watching the game, half in the movie theater waiting for previews for sinners and stuff.
I'm walking into the theater looking for my seat on the last 30 seconds.
I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you. Even still, these niggas almost gave us the game again, bro. Oh my God. Yeah. I cannot get over the fact that I am looking, and this, I hate this nigga. Oh my God. Yo, I watch Mikal Bridges fadeaway 3, down 4. Down 4. Get the turnover. Boom. OG Anunoby. Jab step 3. Down 1. Almost get the turnover. Nigga, Jalen Brunson. Literally, if Jalen Brunson doesn't touch the ball, we get a shot to win the game again. These niggas are too young. I'm sorry. That tells you all you need to know.
I agree.
These niggas are too young, bro. So in that aspect, right? I look at a game like Game 5. I look at a game like Game 5, and I look at the series as a whole, right? You have moments in these series where I look and I go, okay, cool. This is a good team, good defensive team, real good. They got the size to bother Jalen Brunson. They got the size to bother Karl Anthony Towns in terms of they got bigs with girth paws, but you get what I'm saying? Like, all you have to do, in my opinion, and I've been saying this since Game 1, is just out-execute them. I said this, and this is going to sound disrespectful, and I'm going to say it again. I said it off fine. I saw us win Game 1, and I said, shit, this is a sweep, and we played 8 good minutes of basketball in Game 1. I saw 8 good minutes of basketball after making Knicks in 5, and I said, yeah, this is a sweep. All you got to do is out-execute these niggas because they are inevitable folders. They don't even know how to not fold. Legitimately. Yeah. They don't even know how to not fold. I watched 6 games of these niggas blow a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter against a Knicks team that could not get no type of offensive flow for 6 games. These niggas was not ready. They was not ready. So I look at this, right? I look at this, and I get mad, and I go, Game 5, why Tibbs loses me is because I go, damn. I look around the league, and I go, okay, cool. Is Tibbs going to be able to out-execute the other coaches in the Eastern Conference? All right, cool. You got to look at Kenny. Obviously, you got to look at Joe. If those are your 2 top heads, I don't know, son. I don't know, because it's different during the season. Like, and we'll get into it through the previews. Through the series preview, like, obviously, you got to sit down and you got to look at a nigga, and obviously, like, in my head, it should work. It should work in Tibbs' favor. Like, Tibbs should be a good playoff series coach. Like, he should be one. He should literally be able to. You are a defensive tactician. You look at niggas and go, yeah, that nigga scores like that. Maybe I got a whole 2 weeks to prepare for this nigga. Hey, dog, stop going under screens. Stop going under screens. If you go under the screen again, I'm not playing you. It's as simple as that. So I look at this like this, bro. I saw it. This is where we disagree. I saw a lot of no offense in this game and in the following game, where I was like, hey, dog, at some point in time, niggas got to look at this and be like, you got weapons, dog. You got weapons. If you don't want to use them, cool. And I'm not even talking about, like, the bench, because our bench is shit right now. Like, let's just be clear. I'm talking about the type of shots everybody is getting in the sense of what makes sense for them. Right. If I look at OG Anunoby, I like OG Anunoby. And to be clear, y'all could love Tibbs still. I'm just out on Tibbs. Me specifically. I want him gone. Could he be gone? We might have a friendly wager that might be on the table in all season. You know, I might be a little friendly wager, you know? But but I'm just telling you, I'm just out on this nigga. I look at this nigga and I go, oh man, you got 4 weapons, bro. I look at OG Anunoby and I go, dog, I want OG Anunoby put niggas in the post. The nigga's 260. The nigga's 260. I want him attacking the rim off the catch every time. Or if you're wide open, pull. That's all I want to see. Jalen Brunson, if Jalen Brunson is being a nut, there has to be one person, like, unless the power structure goes, and let's be clear, it very well could. Unless the power structure goes, Mr. Dolan, Leo Rose, Jalen Brunson, like, if that's the power structure, then this is a strong reflection of the hoops we're playing. It's a strong reflection of the hoops we're playing. But if the power structure is Leo Rose, Tom Thibodeau, Jalen Brunson, and it's like, all right, JB, I get it, dog. You're him. I get it. And this is biggest Jalen Brunson fan you talking to here. Bro, at some point in time, we look at that fourth quarter in Game 5, dog. You are over tripling. You are over dribbling. And if Josh Hart can't tell him, and if Mikal Bridges can't tell him, it's not going to be Carl. And you know it's not going to be Carl. And you know it's not going to be Carl.
You're right. You're
So
right.
I just need my whole argument with this is like, bro, this nigga got at some point in time, we are at a rubber meets the road area. You get what I'm saying? This series was not the series for Himson. Honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like and I say this super respectfully, I feel like this was a wasted Himson series. That's why I'm like, yo, dog, we should have got these niggas out in 5. They don't even know how to keep a lead. And it's the playoffs. All you got to do is just sit there and just let these niggas make mistakes. All you got to
tag me in, man. Tag me in, man.
Go ahead.
Tag me in, bro.
Go ahead.
Here's a little bit of the opposite end of all of that. All right, a little bit, because you weren't really off base in anything you really said, but I guess it's a matter of how we see certain things.
And that's real.
I feel like the Pistons, even when said or given credit for being a good team, aren't giving credit for how good of a team they actually were. All right, and I feel like by game 2, I feel like everyone should have known that. What a physical series we just experienced. I mean,
the most physical. The
absolute most purely physical series, not dirty. There was not one time that I remember watching this shit. I was like, yo, that was dirty. Don't do that again. This was no Philly series. This was pure 90s, like in your shit, in your grill basketball.
I agree.
It was a delight.
It was enjoyable. Let's be clear. It was enjoyable.
It was a pure pleasure.
It was enjoyable
to experience this series. I gotta just go out there that I watched this shit with glee. We pick the games that we think is gonna win-loss. I had to sit on here and say, I think my team will lose this game. And it's not easy for me to say that because I think highly of my team, not because it's my team, because of all the reasons that we've said all year. All right. So now we're locked up in a defensive lockup. This is a defensive series. I mean, close scoring games all throughout. I mean, every fourth quarter mattered. Nobody's winning by 5. Like, you have to earn this shit in the mud. And it was like JB Bickerstaff. I play chess. I used to teach chess to kids and all types of shit, right? I don't know if you're into chess, but
my sister is like grand level 3 or some shit.
Oh, she's way better than me. She's way better than me.
She's the chess genius in the family.
All right, so then she knows this. That means she knows the name of this move and do all the shit. I got to play for my soul. It's different. My ancestors get me through it. Anyway, in chess, white goes first.
Indeed.
And then black goes. You feel me? And I felt like in this series, JB Bickerstaff was white. And he makes his move for he's offense.
Yeah.
And Tibbs is playing black defensively. And I feel like throughout most of the series, it was Tibbs reacting to what he thinks this guy is doing and not really leading the way. When we led the way was in game 4, and it still came down to a 1-point game. I mean, we literally had the greatest Karl Anthony Towns game, I think. Was that the game?
Sure was. Game winner.
Was that the game?
That was game 4.
Karl Anthony Towns game we have witnessed thus far in a Knicks uniform?
Yo, that nigga had Duran in
shambles.
In the void, nigga. In the void. I was looking at that thing. I was like, dog.
To hit those 2 shots the way he hit those two shots is just, it goes in the vault. Yeah. It goes in the MSG vault. You will see that for years to come. That is a classic. Shout out to you for having a classic. I feel like in those moments, because you know how I feel about Tibbs, I feel like Tibbs is the Rex Ryan of the NBA. I feel like he is the defensive mastermind and offensively challenged. And the way he works the ways around that is by having an offensive leader on the court who can dictate a lot of it on the fly. He comes with different philosophies. We'll do this in this situation, be aware and prepare for these sort of situations. But more or less so, as we've seen in this game and the next game, Jalen Brunson, this is your show. What happens when Jalen Brunson is having a terrible game?
Which he did.
Because game 5.
They said it on the broadcast. The very worst playoff game Jalen Brunson has played in the Knicks uniform. The very worst.
A terrible game against a defensive juggernaut in the Detroit Pistons. Like, if anyone's got anything out of this team, know that, remember that. If they find a way to get Giannis, oh boy. I'll put money on it. I'll put money on them to go deep next year because they play great physical defense. Brunson is now playing like shit. What do? Well, you go to Cat. I argue that we look our best when Cat is dominant and playing like he's the best. I feel like we are our best when Brunson is playing like Chris Paul. I feel like that's the Knicks at their best. In these moments, though, Bridges don't really have it. OG
He had the second most points on the team this game, too. This is crazy.
Yo, there was a lot of points in this team.
19,
we talked about the bench
19
earlier.
15, 17,
Mr.
17.
Robinson gave them
13 points. Ruined the Mitch legacy game, by the way. He ruined the Mitch legacy game.
With a 13-point Mitchell Robinson contribution. At some point in time, I'm going to look up how many games we've won or lost with Mitchell Robinson scoring at least 13 points. It got to be high.
That's his playoff career high.
Can you say that again, please?
That is his playoff career high. 13 points.
You don't
even understand how upsetting this was.
You don't lose those games.
You don't even understand how this just added icing on the cake. This was annoying.
No, the Sinners made it easy for me. Wait. I don't understand how terrible this was because I'm watching the fourth quarter and I'm in the passenger seat. So I'm watching the game, y'all. I'm not missing this game. And up until the final 30, 45 seconds, I got distracted by real life. We're doing this, moving here, getting this, doing that. All I know is I'm looking over and I see the score change. I look over and the score change. I'm like, we're in it, it's close. We're in it, it's close. We're in it, it's close. And then it didn't go our way.
No.
Bro,
it's unfortunate.
Dude, if Brunson don't got it and Cat don't got it, which we talk so little on Cat in his amazing game 4 that I don't want to go too crazy on his shitty game 5 because he had an amazing game 4. I almost whipped out the nickname.
I almost
whipped out the nickname on Cat for his game 4.
Listen, I can't even. So I'm a little annoyed about the 5 for 14, but not really, because everybody took bad shots.
I'm annoyed with the 5, and I'm annoyed with the 14.
I'm more annoyed with the 14 than I am with the 5. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, the 5 is like, damn, you just missed. The 14 is like, damn, why is Josh Hart taking 13 shots? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, man, dog, like, I don't love this. I didn't love this.
Did he give us all in game 4 and we're just like, this is what I got left for game 5? I didn't.
But this is my problem.
So many things that we dropped the ball on offensively in this series.
Yes. Yes.
But
yes,
a lot of it had to do with our ability of our players in those moments.
And real.
Like, a lot of it, and we have to be honest about it. Bridges, I so hope, like, we had this shit happen all season. He'll go through a little slump, and then he find his shot, and then he's on. And he's on for like a week or two or three. I am praying to the basketball gods.
We need 3 weeks.
That this shit was the slump, and what he did in Game 6 was day 1 of the 3 weeks.
Was it a slump though? I feel like he's only had one bad game this whole series, and that was Game 4.
Is that how you feel?
Yes.
I feel like Game 5 was bad.
No, Game 1. I didn't like Game 1, but I didn't even. No, I felt like he had a good Game 1. He just didn't. He shot 6 shots. I felt like Game 4 was pretty. I felt Game 4 was bad, but the
four was terrible.
But I like Game 2. I like Game 3. I did not mind this Game 5 because he was the only nigga shooting in the 4.
You didn't mind it? I know why you don't mind it, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong for.
And he was clamping niggas.
So I understand why you say that. This is why I targeted my response to offensively.
Offensively, yes, I agree.
We have been a mess. And if you look at the numbers over the course of the season, we have been a mess offensively for a little minute now. For all the playoff teams that are in the that were in the first round, all the teams that made the playoffs, the only teams that we were net rating better than and offensively better than were the Heat, and I think it's the Magic.
A 10th place team and a 7th place team.
Those were the only teams we were better than. We are not, and remember the beginning of the season, we were a premier offensive team.
Yes.
All right. There's something in that happened in getting better defensively that hurt us offensively. And I'm still putting the same thing you said on you. I'm putting it on the 2 summers we don't have yet.
I told you.
I'm putting it on the 2 summers we don't have. Because otherwise, then I'm going to have to be really mad at Mikal Bridges missing as many open shots as he's missed.
And that's real. And that's a real statement.
If we're not going to have enough personnel, it's all going to have to rely on the personnel.
I agree.
And if you're getting schemed open, you better hit that shit.
I agree. And the funny shit is that I don't even think they scheme him open.
I don't think they scheme him open. I think the offensive philosophy will find you there, but I don't think it's drawn up play, run this, run that all day. No.
I'm telling you, here's my thing.
I dead had this
Mikal argument yesterday. Think about this. Like, you know basketball, right? If a nigga is cooking from the mid-range, right? Yeah. Like, I'm talking like seriously.
Feed that.
No, but like as a basketball, like even from like high school level, where would you target that nigga at, right? My argument is that the way they should really run Mikal is that he should always start at the dunker spot and flash to the high post. He flashes to the high post as soon as the pass is made to the wing. He's an option. You get what I'm saying? He's immediately an option because you know it's money. You know it's money, and it's a turnaround. He makes shots difficult. He makes his mid-range big. Like, let's be clear, right? There's been times you see Mikal Bridges, you be like, lay the ball up. Nigga, Euros into the fadeaway mid.
In this particular game, Game 5,
all he had to do was flash. Exactly. Yeah, and he was. And that is such a go-to for. So am I gonna be mad at him? I mean, we got bench production here. This is probably our best bench game. We had 17 points from the bench. Yeah, and 13 of those was from Mitch.
13 was from Mitch.
Wasted the legacy game.
McBride came out and stunk it up again. Went 2 for 7, 0 for 3 from 3. Like, yo, we're just listen. We're shorthanded, and we know this, and we can't just ignore the fact that we are now. Now, we can. This is where we can shit on Tibbs a little. Tobias Harris has 17 points in this game.
Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing, bro.
17 and 8. All right. 6 for 13, 3 for 5. To me, I need to know what the game plan is down the road for Precious Achiuwa.
You have been arguing this all series.
All series.
He didn't see a minute.
Not a fucking minute. I need a report on Achua. I need a report on Tucker. And I need a report on Huckporty. I don't really need a report on Huckporty. Huckporty's just come back from injury. I thought he was a little bit too much of a tweeter to begin with. But Tobias Harris needed body on him.
So here's my and I agree with you. This is my issue, right? This is a part of my issue. But this is a part of my issue. A part of my issue is this, right? Like, it's confusing to me. Like I think a lot of my frustration comes to the fact that I'm actually really confused. So my whole thing is this. All right, if you're going to overutilize your starting five, like if that's the plan, right? Okay, that's the plan. If that's the plan, I gotta see everybody being at the very least efficient. The offense, like those 5 niggas can't look clunky ever. Like, I can't even lie to you. Like, they can never look clunky. Like, we gotta be getting, like, these runs gotta be coming with, like, Shaman on the floor, with, like, Campaign on the floor, and stuff like
that. Net rating with our starting 5 isn't a negative. It's not good.
Like, that's my thing. That's where my confusion comes from. Okay, cool. How do you get a positive net rating? Is that you utilize each aspect of your starting 5 in a way that is conducive to not having to utilize your bench at all. Truly, because if we're being dead ass, he don't really want to use, probably he wants to use Deuce Image, and that's it. That's really all he really wants to use. And that's again.
And I want Campaign more than I want Deuce.
Seriously. And that's our preference. Let's just say we get to 8, right? We get to 8. All right, cool, bro. At some point in time, you got to look at it like this. It's either these niggas look good most of the time when they're on the floor, or you have to adjust to the fact that you have to spare minutes here and there. You have to be more tactical, in my opinion. You cannot allow Tobias Harris, literally, bro, him and Cade, and give them credit. Like, their whole offense is high screen and roll action. Like, high screen and roll action. That's all Detroit is doing. Is screen. You look at OG running through screens. I was literally saying, yo, they got a fucking offensive. They playing O-line on OG every single time he's running through 3-4 screens. You got to go over the screen, this, that, and third. All right, cool. That's how you get your shooters open. Cade is a good enough passer to see. You got a good enough pass to Duran to pass out of the high post as well. So that makes sense to me. They just not the niggas yet. Like, truthfully, like, it's just not the right niggas in place. Like, that makes sense to me in theory. So if we're gonna utilize that, all right, cool. That's what you're doing. This, that, and third. How do we counteract that? We have to do the exact same thing, because at the very least, we have more talent than these niggas. We have the right niggas
but our more talent is in the starting 5. It's not in the bench.
I agree. They have a much deeper bench. Yes, absolutely. Their bench is for most part kept them in it. But I can't look at Tobias Harris. Like, I could live with Malik Beasley. I told you this, bro. I could live with this nigga pulling.
That's the X factor.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
I put him as the X factor.
It gotta be him, but it can't be Tobias, nigga. I'm sorry. It can't be Tobias. It can't be Timmy. It can't be
Schroeder.
It can't be Dennis. Like, come on. It can't be these niggas. At some point in time.
Schroeder. So shout out for Schroeder for looking like a future Knick.
Yo.
Yeah.
We played well. Can't lie to you. Did I have Dennis Schroeder Legacy Series on my ticket? I did not. I did not. I give him, like I said, I give Detroit credit, but even still, I saw it for game 1. I saw 8 minutes. I saw us play good 8 minutes. I was like, yeah, we're just better. Like, this team is good. They'll probably be really, really good next year, but we're just better than them. Like, it's clear.
The foundation of our team lets you know that we are good.
Yes.
But for the course of what a playoff series is, we needed I felt about as confident this year as I did last year. Maybe a smidge more confident. Maybe it was now than then. Maybe a little more then than now. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
When we were super injured. Yeah. And I just feel like a lot of it had to do with having Hartenstein there and Mitchell Robinson. And there's some sort of security there with having a big there. And the lack of that, hey, you want to tell me how I feel about the Lakers? You want to know how I feel about the Lakers? That Williams trade cost them a chip.
Yeah, it sure did. No, it sure did. I can't deny you that. I can't deny you there. It sure did.
That Williams trade cost them a chip. Why?
They
just
let
short
Rudy Gobert 27.
I don't even want to hear that. Listen,
points.
this is like when
rebounds.
Roy Hibbert went off on Tyson Chandler, who had a neck injury he was playing through, and then they gave him a bag the next year, and he was a bum.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. Miss me with
27 and 24.
Yeah, I mean
that's not a thing.
Good. Sounds nice.
It sounds good.
That was a Roy Hibbert game. Yeah, You ain't fooling me.
All right, let's wrap this up with Game 6, man. So Game 6, man. Listen, if I was already like I told you, I was already resigned to the fact that I was out on Tibbs. So I will say this: Game 6 was very little. It was a little not. It didn't really surprise me that much. I'm not gonna lie to you. I knew we would win. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I knew we would win. I just knew that it would not be easy, one, because as I've said, this was just not easy for anybody, apparently.
I think they would have gave the Cavs hell. I think the Pistons would have gave Cleveland, especially. I think they would have gave them. I think it would have took Cleveland 6 as well.
I think that is a strong argument for my series preview, which I'm gonna talk about. Because like I said, I give these niggas a lot of credit. I just know, and it's really a testament to how I feel about how talented we are. Like how I feel about like you said, the structure and foundation of the team. And we spoke about this. This is the structure of how you build the team. You get your franchise point guard, you get you a franchise big man. You put them around niggas who play defense and hit threes and niggas who can attack. You build the bench up. You just need a gunslinger off the bench and a playmaker and a big and a backup big. And that's how you build it. That's exactly how we did it. Now,
super close. We're so close to having all the parts.
Again, I've told y'all this like mid-April. I was like, dog, it's just the chemistry is gonna take time. I look at Cleveland. It took them 4 years to be a 60-win team and a different coach. I look at Boston. It took them 6 years to get a chip. You get what I'm saying? With the same two niggas. Like, there's not no linear path to this.
But Tim's going to speed it up with the heavy minute reps. Yeah.
and that is the Tibbs pro Tibbs argument is that
Tibbs got this shit pedal to the metal.
So we look at this. We look at
8 months to love each other. You got 8 months to know every. Hey, get to it.
Listen.
Yeah.
So obviously we start this game out, go up 15. I've told you 15 is the magic number. Have I not? Have I not told you on multiple occasions? 15 is the magic numbers on a Tibbs team. On the Knicks Tibbs team, you go up 15 points. It is very, very, very hard to lose the basketball game when the Knicks team is up 15 points with Jalen Brunson and Tom Thibodeau on the same team. So once I saw 15 points, I was comfortable. No matter how this shit went.
I wasn't, because the 15 points, I believe, happened in the second quarter.
It absolutely did.
And we needed it to be for the stat to stand. We needed it in the first.
Yeah.
So I was aware of the 15, but I was like, it's not the 15.
It was 14 in the first. I know. We ended up. I said we are 1 point away.
Yeah. I gotta turn off my TV to nap.
Yeah, you could have got ready for Boston.
Yeah, I could have done anything else.
But truly,
start trolling Boston immediately.
But truly, this game was just a microcosm of how I felt. Like truly, like I sat down, I thought about it. I was like, yo, bro. When we move the ball, we look like a team that can beat anybody. And when we decide to not move the ball, we look like a team that is playing like a bunch of fucking goofs. So eventually, like this game was such a great example of it because it was so vastly different. There was such periods in this game where it was so vastly different. Like, oh, the ball is movement. Oh, like even and let's be clear, ball movement is a thing. Like, even if you're gonna over dribble the ball, I'm okay with you dribbling the ball if the players are also moving, because that is also a part of ball movement. Because if I'm sitting here dribbling, waiting for somebody to get open, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But it is me watching Mikhail and OG and Karl Anthony Towns, for fucking sake, stand and watch this nigga be a hero. No, this is not 2024. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. No, nigga, move. Everybody, move. If you go watch him, because even that, if you emphasize player movement, right, you're only gonna help arguably a top 3 one-on-one player get open. You know, set the screen. This, that, and third. All he's doing is sitting there, using his body, playing against the side. And he's crafty enough, which is fine. Like I said, I don't really hate that he does it. I hate more so the fact that no one else is moving. Move, nigga. Literally on the game winner, and we'll talk about it, but on the game winner, that was such a great example of what I'm saying. There was, obviously, he's sitting there. Dribble. You seen the ghost screen. Ghost screen ran to perfection by Mikal Bridges. They didn't even understand the ball knowledge it took to run that ghost screen, because the nigga Asar is a fucking Thundercat. And he's sitting there playing defense like this. Oh, the nigga about to hit me. That nigga about to hit me. You don't even know, nigga. You don't even know. Yeah. I'm barely touching you. I'm barely touching you. The nigga's looking left. And by he look left, I've already shifted you, my guy. Yeah. Good day. I'm going to holler at you. And we'll see you in October. And we'll
never extended the arm on that.
It's tough.
Never that arm. He just
go screen.
Body fly.
It was perfect. Like, but this is what I'm saying, bro. This is the shit that gets me tight, right? Because a lot of this shit is like, you allow for certain narratives or certain things to like breathe life into certain things. Like obviously, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to Knicks Twitter when they're like, "Yo, like niggas fucking being a nut, this, that, and the third." I'm saying, yo, dog, at some point in time, like, you don't have to tell Jalen Brunson what to do. Go yell at these other niggas then. Yo, bro, dog, you gotta go set a screen for Mikal so he could pop open, or you gotta go set a screen for OG so he could pop open. Or why is Karl Anthony Towns have 10 boys? If anything, if you don't even got control of Jalen Brunson, how about you make it impossible for him to ignore you? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's my whole counter argument. The nigga already could beat niggas off the dribble. That's a part of our offense. It's him collapsing the defense. Okay, cool. Make sure you're moving so that you're available. That's how you get the open shots. That's how you, like, we got open shots. Sure. You get what I'm saying? A lot of them felt more like circumstance than it was like execution. And that's my whole big issue, especially in the fourth quarter when they went on like a 24-2 run. And it was like, bro, just calm down and run a play. Calm down and run a play. That's it. If the play is Jalen Brunson ISO, okay, cool. Go set action over there. Let's get 3 niggas over there so that he has the whole left. That's a play. That's a play.
Yo,
the play can't be run into the fucking zone.
In the series, and I was like, we game 1 went down, we won, and I was like, yo, Bickerstaff is just going to tell his coach, hey, yo, run that same shit back, run it back. What we doing adjustment? None, no adjustments,
zero.
We changing shit. We coming right back with it, and it's going to work. And I feel like there was a lot of that in this game. I feel like Brunson felt like, yo, I'm making this shit work right now, and I'm gonna keep on doing this. Cat got to be the one that's more demonstrative about this. Cat got to be Cat. He took 1 3-pointer.
I agree, bro. I agree with all of that.
And also, mind you, it was the right shit to do.
Yeah.
It was in this situation. I felt like this was a battle between 2 defensive juggernauts that had offensive stars. And that's the battle we're going to get, and that's what it's going to be. Sure, we could have played to the idea that we have a starting 5 that should be offensively superior to damn near every team out there because of the options we should have everywhere. but their on-ness is questionable. Bridges came alive. Bridges.
This is the Mikal Bridges legacy game. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I just want to put this out there. I'm gonna put this out there.
He was gonna get McBride.
About every 3 weeks on this podcast, I come in here and I tell y'all to chill out on my young goat, Mikal Bridges, right? Just chill out a little bit. When I tell you that nigga Malik Beasley got what he deserved. This game was truly enjoyable to watch Malik Beasley get what he deserved.
Malik Beasley hit us with 6 threes in the half.
And then what happened?
He was no chump.
And then what happened?
Oh, well, I mean,
go tell me what happened. How many he scored in the second half?
And then jump. Okay, sure.
Hey, dog. Hey, tell us what happened to Malik Beasley in games 3 through 5.
Could be done for the day.
What happened to Malik Beasley? Yo, Malik Beasley played. I shit you not. 20 straight terrible quarters until that second quarter. 20 straight terrible quarters until
yes, he did.
And sure enough, I said, yeah.
Yes, he did.
This was due. I wasn't even surprised. See, the second quarter run didn't really get me tight because I knew some nigga was due, right? It was the fourth quarter run that really got me tight. And I was like, nah, I can't do with this. This is silly. Oh, man.
So all right. So let me ask you. So how did you feel about this game 3 quarters in?
About this game 3 quarters in?
3 quarters into the game is close, leads are being made, and we were down.
Yes.
They came into the fourth quarter. No, we won the third quarter. Like I texted you, bro. Shout out to the text. I'll text you second half.
You said the third quarter spell breaks.
Bridges is going to turn up,
and the third quarter spell breaks.
Break the third quarter curse. We got this.
Oh, and let's not sell the lead, man. Kadrick Cunningham, welcome to your poster. What?
Boy, did it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, go home.
Dog.
Go home.
That was insane.
Go home.
He smoked him. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He caught all grill. He caught all grill. And then got crazy in his grill. That is Malik Beasley's fault.
And then in his grill.
That was Malik Beasley's fault. That is thoroughly Malik Beasley's fault. Because what has been happening all series to Mikal Bridges when he goes in that lane? He been getting his shit punched. Has he not? Has he not been getting his shit punched?
It's been There's been a lot of blocks in this series.
That was Malik Beasley's doing. Thank you, Malik. We appreciate you for that. Because dog. Listen, this was Mikal and Jalen Brunson's game right here. It felt super Villanova. Super Villanova.
Yeah.
It felt super Villanova. Because I ain't going to lie to you. Hey, man. When we was giving up the lead, I was like, hey. And this also speaks to my other point, right? When I told you.
22-2
run. Yes.
We was
not running no offense. Let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this because I feel like this is an important question. So
and turnovers.
I told you a couple weeks back that I feel like Mikal Bridges is probably like our second best point guard on this team. Like,
I wish I saw that more.
Yeah, I feel like JB off ball gotta be more of a thing.
Has
right?
to be explored more.
It has to be because I feel like he's more.
But it can't be Cat bringing it up because he
did
that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Give me Mikal Bridges. Give it to Mikal. Josh, okay. Like I was okay with Josh, but I feel more comfortable with Mikal because I will say this. Like as somebody who is like begging for ball movement, if there's any Nick on the floor that is actively looking to pass the ball, is Mikal Bridges. Like you could tell he collapses the defense to pass.
I'm cutting, or
I'm passing.
Here you go.
Yeah. So I feel like instead of like having him do like janky passes when he like fumbling the ball, he's best when he's attacking and he's passing. Like he's like when he's like holding the ball and the niggas are slapping the ball out here. Nah, I don't want to see that.
He's the only person. If you think of the starting five with Hart in it, is Hart, OG, and Cat, the other three guys.
Yeah.
None of those guys were franchises.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, Cat was the franchise. Let me rephrase this. None of those guys were franchise players that was bringing the ball up the court.
Yeah.
Brunson is that now, and Bridges been that. Bridges can handle the responsibility of bringing the ball up the court. If that's going to help set up some shit that's going to allow Brunson to run around and do his thing, then sure.
Yeah.
It should. I agree. Get this man through a couple of screens, and I agree. Hey, I've never said Tibbs is offensively creative.
Yeah.
I would never say that shit.
Yeah.
But that should be explored a little more. Mm-hmm. I'm not holding that against him because Captain Clutch. And sometimes you have to learn to listen to leadership. He's Captain Clutch. What he says in clutch time goes. What he says in clutch time goes. Who has earned the right more than him? He's basically our coach on the court. He's literally our offensive coordinator. He's our offensive coach. Like, yeah. Do I love that the numbers look like this? This is why you can't listen to the stat head all day.
Yeah.
Do I love that the numbers look like this for Brunson in the game 6? No. Mm-hmm. 15 for 33 sounds like it's a him off, which it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it seem like he was ball hogging or whatever. Man still got 7 assists. That's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
He shot damn near 50%. He is close. He's like a shot and a half away from 50% shooting out there for the day. He did what needed to be done. He created this space. He's just so high IQ that you gotta let that shit happen. I honestly think everybody knew that Rick Brunson was a terrible dad, beating basketball into this kid's head. Beating basketball into this kid's head. Just joking, Rick Brunson. But to the level, they're like, no, have you seen that boy Jalen? You know, he's hard as they come. He's as thing as it. You see his footwork? Yeah, no, Rick don't play about that shit. Yeah, he can't even walk just up my driveway. He has to do he has to do drills.
He doing in and out dribbles in the drive. Nigga doing. Nigga got doing in and out dribbles on his way to the store.
Turnovers killed us because it was a lot of Brunson ball handling in the series.
Terrible.
It didn't kill us as much in this game, so shout out to that. He minimized it this time, but it was nasty for a minute. It got to be like this sometime. This is what it's like having a star. The star is supposed to be able to take over, and it's such a shame that we can't enjoy Jalen Brunson's greatness here in New York. It's such a shame.
You feel like it's not being enjoyed?
Dog, it's such, all of this, and we're not leaving game 6 yet because you have to give the final moments of game 6 is proper due. But, we can do this shit right now. Jalen Brunson, Captain Clutch. When he was falling, Jalen Brunson, Captain Clutch, is the most Derek Jeter-esque basketball player I have ever seen. I mean, it feels so. I want a navy blue and white Knicks hat. Like, it's so classic Yankee that it's just like, ooh, I can almost smell the shit. Ooh, I can almost smell the banner. There's nothing you could say bad about this. I mean, there's plenty, but you shouldn't. He's short as shit. He's like a little stocky little bulldog running around the court, and he plays like he's smarter than you. That's it. He's moving here. He's moving there. He throws a shoulder. He ain't no punk. He on the ground. He in the air. He's hitting threes. He's amazing. Jalen Brunson.
The question is just that, is Jalen Brunson him? And the answer is yes. But I've told y'all
But
this,
the
man.
league don't see that. The league
I
don't
told
see
y'all
that.
this, bro. It's fine. Here's the thing,
Because they
bro.
listen to that's why I never liked Ernie in the crew. I hate
Oh, nah.
I
Let's be clear. I'm the meme
I
where
like Ernie.
the guy
I like
is at the
Ernie.
funeral at his haters funeral. That's me when it
Oh,
comes to
yeah,
TNT.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got no.
I'm dancing the casket down the yellow
Yeah,
brick road, dog. I'm
I'm
over these
super good, super
because they're
good.
feeding the masses of of they're just feeding the masses of basketball heads with false information and piss poor narratives, and people think this shit is true because Shaq co-signed it or Chuck or somebody said these niggas don't even watch games, bro. They don't even care. They don't even watch these. You can hear them talk about it and know that they just holding on they hold on to some shit that don't make you an analyst of any sort because you're
Yeah.
not analyzing anything that's happening. You're not analyzing anything. No new material matters. Why? Because it's the Knicks. Because it's the Knicks, Chuck. Because it's the New York Knicks. Like
Yeah,
that's all we're getting for them. Nah, they can't. We supposed to, we were never supposed to win anything, regardless of the fact that we have an amazing offense. We have a great coach. We have star players. We have defensive players. Wingstop when OG hit the block, and then Mikal ran down and yammed it. Bro, what are we talking about here? This shit should be so heavily celebrated. That's why Knicks fans are the best. That's why when they showed you the crowd watching Game 6 outside of New York and Brunson hit that 3 and shit got crazy, that's the shit that makes us the best, son. Like, we actually in there watching all of this shit. We know all of this shit. We know our faults. We know our strengths. We're hypercritical on our shit, but we at least do the homework. These guys just catching just little, they're not even watching the Knicks game. Like, a normal person like, oh, the Nuggets are playing the Clippers later at 10 after the Knicks. And they'll tune in and hear the last couple of sentences that Shaq said about the Knicks. I really don't understand the hate he got. And they think this shit is gospel. Jalen Brunson, free throws. I don't want. He got 8 in this game. Is 8 a lot of free throws to you?
no.
Is 8 a lot of free throws to you?
No.
Because Duran got more, Thompson got more. Everybody gets more than him. And if you want to go and look through the numbers throughout the whole series, it's generally like that. He has not been surviving and eating off of fouls. Like, it's just a shit case, and it's not like these are fouls that are unearned. Like, I remember the year with J.R. Smith and Raymond Felton against Indiana, and all I could remember was how terrible the referees were every time Felton or JR was driving to the hoop. And Brunson is going through that and has adjusted and has high efficient, high usage, high pressure, game-winning situations. This is some shit that if he wasn't in New York, he would be talked about as like the face of the league. He's averaging 30 points at 6 feet. Like, give me a break. Whatever they say Jalen Brunson is, he's my height. Whatever they say he is, that man is my height. He's averaging 30 plus in this league today. And he got the Knicks going on to the second round to where I'm about to tell you why we about to beat the fucking Celtics in 6. Yo, son, I can't believe people are not bigging up Jalen Brunson right now. To hear he is the least favorite player to watch it just really sums up everything I've always felt about how the NBA community treats the Knicks. And it's not y'all haters because y'all ain't us, because y'all don't hate that we're Knicks fans, but y'all are getting your hate off because we're New Yorkers and you're not. That is a lot of it. I've dealt with that for a long time. You go OT, so like, oh, I hate New Yorkers, or they love New Yorkers. The girls are usually one that love us.
It's tough. It's a tough life.
And therefore, the guys that watch basketball tend to hate us. I could do the math. I see the connection here. It ain't our fault. Jalen Brunson ain't getting the love he's supposed to be getting. Tibbs is getting way more hate than he should. And that fucking foul in game 4 was just one of many. One of many. We could have swept them. Be thankful. Fucking kidding me.
Oh, we should have swept them for sure.
We would have swept them.
Let me tell it. Let me tell it. We would have.
Hey, you said we should have swept them. I hear you.
And you said we could.
I said we could have swept them, but we weren't.
And that's real. Yeah. All right, let's move on, man. It's time for a series preview. As y'all know, it is time, man, to talk about them boys in green.
All right, let me change the tone of my voice because that was a lot of
it's been
alto just now.
It's been 2 years of duck and smoke. Essentially.
Talk about it.
Essentially, it's been 2 years of duck and smoke. Well, for whatever reason, we're here now, right?
Well, God's been building it up.
Yeah, they actually needed it. So here we are.
Boy.
Knicks-Celtics game 1 starts on May 5th.
Yeah!
Breezy Day Mayo.
Yes!
Breezy Day Mayo. Shout out Breezy. Game 1 on Breezy's birthday.
Bro, I'm getting a happy headache right now.
All right,
that's for my brain move. Ooh.
All right. So once again, I'm not pussy. Again, let's start it off by saying this. I'm not gonna bury the lead. I do have Knicks in 6.
All right.
I do have Knicks in 6. Ask me how confident I feel about it.
Bro, how confident do you feel about this? I know the answer. How confident do you feel about this?
Not much.
You're not the zero hope. You're the smidget.
Yeah,
you're the twinkle in the eye that I was talking about. Yeah, you're the smidge.
So to be completely because I'm a fair and cogent analyst. You feel me? I cannot allow what I saw from the Pistons on both ends, from what the Pistons did and from what we did to go and approach this Celtics series with the necessary level of irrational confidence that I need to go above a smidge.
Don't worry, I got you.
But I'll preface that by saying this. Like I told y'all, Game 5, I officially said, I'm out on Tibbs. I'm good on him. I will say this. Obviously, there's a world where Tibbs stays. In my head, it happens by beating this team. And that's where my lack of confidence comes from, because it's like at this point in time, I don't truly believe strongly that we have the coach in place to like make the necessary adjustments to watch.
Oh, that's terrible.
Watch a team like this cook. But I will say, like the Pistons, I will have to be shown things. If I am shown things, and I said this in our series preview in the Pistons. I said Knicks in 5 max, because the Pistons have to show me that they are a serious basketball team. And you know what they didn't show me? That they were a serious basketball team.
Really?
Yeah. You don't blow.
They just showed that they were young.
Yeah.
They showed that they were young.
Young and serious are not interchangeable.
They're not. That's why I made the difference there.
Young and inexperienced are not interchangeable.
They're about this shit. They just Okay. Beasley did throw away a game-winning attempt.
How serious are you really? In between the lines, listen. In between the lines, I hear you. I think, and this is a tough listen for you. I think it was more of a testament to how unserious we were, than how serious the Pistons were. No, how serious the Pistons were. Like my gauge is like, all right, cool. Because I saw in the last 8 minutes that I thought that we should absolutely sweep them, and we did it, and then we couldn't even get to my Knicks in 5. I was like, yeah, I don't know how serious we are truly. I don't know how serious we are truly.
Let's throw away that sentence and never use it again. And we couldn't even get them in 5. Let's throw that shit away.
Couldn't even get them in 5. Did you see the 5 there? Because I did. I saw the 5 there.
I saw it possible.
Impossible is crazy.
I saw it possible.
He said impossible.
You keep trying to give them credit for being nice, but you're only giving them half credit. So stop acting like you're giving them their full credit.
Who, the Pistons?
Yes, the Pistons.
I feel like I'm being extremely clear. I feel like I'm being extremely clear. No, I feel like I'm being extremely clear that I'm only giving them half credit. Like I want to be clear. No, all right. If I'm not being clear, I'm only giving them half credit.
Okay, yeah. You're not giving them their full credit. That's what it is.
Because a serious Pistons team.
That was a serious Pistons team.
A serious Pistons team, but
that was a serious Pistons team. That was just an inexperienced Pistons team.
I don't know how serious it was.
Every year, the NBA people say, oh, this young team is good, but they're not going to go too far because they don't have experience. That is exactly what the Pistons are, and I don't know how we can just dismiss that now. They were just young. They're going to be better next year. They should be. Like, please. No, that's a team that has a foundation that we have, like a foundation. And they're a summer or 2 summers away from possibly being really something. That's what they are.
You think so?
Yeah, of course so.
So, like I said, not a serious team. Will be
Top
a serious
5
team
in the league.
Will be a serious team.
Top 5 team in the league.
Will be a serious team. Not currently a serious team. But back to my Celtics point. All right. So I look at it like that. So again, I'm putting us and I said, y'all can disagree with me. I don't really care. Like,
I'm here to disagree with you.
Yeah, I know you are. And I'll finish my point so you could champion our team.
I told you I went first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The love has to come last on this one because
it don't. It salts the love. You always salt the love with this shit and belittle the love so we can all be miserable with you because misery loves company.
Yes, it does.
No.
Let me finish.
This shit is crazy.
Let me finish. All right. So like I said, I feel like we have to show, like I have to be shown something. I have to be shown that we're not going to blow leads. We're not going to blow leads by over dribbling and not moving the ball or moving players. We're going to actually call timeouts when people are going on 9-0 or 12-0 and 15-0 runs and not just let them play it out because you think Jalen Brunson is super him, which I do as well, but I'm not a basketball coach. Like, these are decisions I would probably make in the heat of the moment, but I don't expect that for a fucking coach to make them. I expect him to go, yo, let's call a timeout because these niggas is cooking us. So, like, I just think those things don't work against this this Boston team because obviously, Listen,
Yeah,
it's tough. It's tough.
Go ahead.
Obviously, this team is the defending champs, and if you're gonna beat the champs, I feel like you got to come on a different level of seriousness. Now, if you can look at what we did, and to be fair, a bit of my smidge of hope comes from not only the fact that obviously for the brand, but mainly because, and this is back to my half credit that I give the Pistons, that the Pistons had a tendency to make us play Detroit basketball. And I do feel like because the Orlando Magic also play a similar style of basketball and they gave the Celtics issues, I do think if applied correctly, you can take what you have learned from this Pistons series and what you're going to see on the tape from the Orlando series and apply the pressure of like playing it that specific way. Like Kristaps Porzingis, that nigga don't really like contact in the post. Obviously, you're going to have to continuously chop at his legs and shit like that. You cannot allow that nigga to face up and drill you from 2. Pause. But like those are just little things that you have to recognize that do I think this team is on a level of discipline to execute that for 6 games? I hope so. I have some hope. And, I hope
You
so.
smidgen of hope so. All right, I'm
Go
tired of
ahead. Go
listening
ahead.
to your
Go ahead. Go ahead.
smidgen shit.
Give it to
God,
me.
that was some what? All right, New York. First of all, congratulations for playing a great defensive first round. Your defense, baby. Your defense is on par. Hopefully, Mikal Bridges got his shot back now because he looked really good in game 6. And he was looking real questionable to me throughout the series. So if that slump is over, God bless it because we need it. This matchup is beyond this season. This matchup, this thing has been getting put together for years. For this matchup. For this exact matchup. I can't tell you that I will tell you actually that the Boston Celtics KP move was to counter how good we got in comparison to them. Do you agree? It doesn't matter. That KP move was was the step Boston needed to get over on us. And because they were able to keep most of their parts, it seems like and feels like even with getting Cat, that they may have roster-wise one half step on us. I can give credit to those that say that this series is we're not going to win the series. I can understand the credit because in a summer, I don't ever want to hear such shit like that again. In one summer, you can't ever tell me that again. Because it should only take one summer to fill the last holes we have in this roster. But until then, we, the same New York Knicks, more or less so, the same New York Knicks who were confident that if we beat Indiana last year, we were going to give Boston hell. Where's that fire at? Where are those Knicks fans at? Those are the ones I want to speak to because right now, Boston had better days. Boston has seen better days. We're on Drew Holiday watch. Tatum has missed a game in the series. Jalen's knee is looking iffy. KP is here and there-ish. Bro, if you have the balls to think last year we could have saw them straight up without Randall, without everybody.
Yeah.
If you still had the kahunas to be like, yo, we still go in there and make noise. I don't understand how healthy Knicks right now, and I say healthy right now, because even when Brunson came in, what were we talking about the few games? Brunson needs to come back enough games so that we're all together with Mitch so that we can figure out the plan and this and that and get the time and the reps and it kind of bled into the series. It kind of bled into the series that we just got out of. Then we got out of it, but we got them reps, boy. We had our battle. We had a big Cat moment. We had signs of what we really need to get this shit over, which is still more Cat. We know from this season what it'll take to beat Boston, and it's just more Cat. It's OG on Tatum. It's Bridges on Brown. It's Josh Hart manning up Derek White. Looked that man in the face and said, we're here to ball. Yo, man to man. Yo, if you tell me this series comes down to the bench, fine. I hear you. If this series going to come down to the bench players coming up and Boston just having a better bench than us because of the years of development and stock they put into it, fine. I hear you. What I will tell you is my guys, my healthy guys, the first time I can remember everybody being healthy in the playoffs. Can you remember the last time everybody was healthy in the playoffs? You remember how braggadocious Halliburton was last year when he beat an unhealthy team, and then when little injuries started to come against his team, whatever, and they lost, he was like, hey, man, you know what I learned about the playoffs? The healthiest team gets it. Bro, have we had a healthier Knicks team in the last 5 years? In the last 10 years? If it's not the last 5 years, then it's not the last 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the shit is in our favor. I don't want to hear shit about not beating the Boston Celtics this year. I don't care.
Listen,
I heard a lot of that about Detroit.
You cooking. Listen, cook out,
I
bro.
don't want to hear a damn yo. If you want to tell me their coach versus our coach, fine. Let's do this. I still have to hold out that this team is still built in competition to go against Boston. I feel like PJ Tucker was a pickup for Boston. I feel like anything that is done was with this in mind. And I am I feel like I feel like all this shit come down to narratives, even though that's not the truth. I feel like the Pistons series is gonna come down to the narrative that Jalen seeks out fouls and the refs cheated, even though we know that's not true. I feel like the Boston series narrative at the end of the day is going to be they were banged up. Somebody didn't play in the last game, closeout game of the series. He had to leave in the third or the fourth quarter and blah, 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 blah. And then we just win it and that will be the narrative of it. I feel like our success will always come with the asterisks because we are New Yorkers. But I see it being laid out right there for us to take it anyway. Fuck you, Pistons. I don't care. We take game 4, and I will take this series with the utmost confidence and braggadociousness of a Knicks fan that's been waiting for this matchup for literal years. This particular matchup. And I couldn't be more confident that we have just enough. That we have just.
This nigga is an orator. I like the language. I like the language there. That was good. That's good. That's good.
I picked Knicks in 6. 1 for the brand.
I love it.
2 for my heart. And 3 because.
No, I love this language here.
If I'm wrong, it's going 7. Dog, we got this. Yo, how we put too much of all the good shit that Leon has done, and we have loved this shit he has done. Of all of the shit he has done, you think it's not with Boston in mind? Bro.
Tell me, bro.
Come on, what's the matchup you worried about? What's the matchup in the starting five that puts fear in your heart? OG and Tatum? No. You've seen enough this season to know I want to see that. Is it Brown and is it Bridges and an injured Brown? Is that the sweat? No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Bro, you don't want to hear my worries. You don't want to hear
it. Derek White going off? Oh, wait. Stop it. Pritchard?
You don't want to hear it, bro.
Is it Pritchard?
No.
It's probably Pritchard.
It's not.
It's probably Pritchard.
You want to know who it is?
It's Pritchard, ain't it?
No, it's Missoula versus Tibbs.
Yo, you almost had me flipping shit in my crib. So don't make me mess up my house. Don't make me mess up my house. Don't say something silly like that to me again. Don't do that.
Yo,
don't do that. Remember,
right.
Tibbs has been hiding the game plan from Boston. In my heart, I got to be honest here. There's a smidgen of me that feels like he hid Precious and PJ in the Pistons series.
Listen.
So Boston don't got tape.
You don't have to tell me these things. It's already on wax. You've said this during every Celtics matchup. You feel like there are things that Tibbs is hiding. I am in agreement with you.
It's gotta be.
I am asking for Tom Thibodeau to show me these things. That's it. I think our disagreement comes from just the fact, like, I don't really think we're in disagreement here. Like, I want to, like, you have more confidence than me, and that is real. You should. I think you should. And that's why I think
his life is for you.
I
You
think
see
you
his
should.
comb over? A man with that type of comb over takes shit
I
serious.
think you should. Just based off the content and context you just given me, I believe that you should have the confidence required to have just enough. That's why I like the language. You get what I'm saying? So I hear you. Like, I agree.
None of this shit is supposed to be
That's
easy
why,
or close.
like, as soon as you said that, I said, "Oh, we're in agreement." My whole preface is this: I have not been shown,
and we're going to get smoked one game probably. And that shit ain't going to phase me. I got to get it out the way right now.
I'm not
smoked one game, it will be all right.
Listen, I just want to be shown. Can you show me?
Nigga,
like, can you show me?
That's what the playoffs are for.
So your confidence, our confidence more or less comes from, are we going to be shown? You have the utmost confidence that you will be shown the master class required.
I don't think it requires a master class.
Let me finish.
That's what I'm saying though. You're demanding perfection or
I'm not, but I'm not. I'm not though, bro.
All right.
I'm not. Because at the end of the day, a master class on how just enough to get you over the hump. Because at the end of the day, yes, like you said, there are like the matchups in the starting five I was never worried about from frame one. Even still to like from game one, I was not worried about it. I told you even with the Cleveland series, with the Cleveland games, I was like, this is frustrating to me because I have the answer. Like if I didn't have the answer, this would be annoying and scary, for lack of a better term. But it's frustrating because I know how to beat this team. We have the archetype. Hey, dog, listen. You got to out-execute niggas like this. Because at the end of the day, that's what Boston's going to do. Boston has the talent to cook niggas, for real. They save that shit for the regular season. They do all that cooking nigga shit in the regular season. They get here, and Joe Mazzulla is out here passing the ball 40 times, nigga. That's what he's doing. And for lack of a better terms, we know our weaknesses, right? We know the weaknesses of this team. We can't like sit here and act like we don't know it. We do not block the three-point shot well. If the ball is moving, that's common basketball principle tells you ball moves faster than person. So if the ball is moving, how do you counteract that? You cannot be a nigga out there wilding. That's all I'm asking. What's the defensive plan? If it's all right, cool. This is a defensive battle. If the defensive battle, like my whole thing, but that's my thing. Even if we muck the game up, because I think we'll win a close one with the game mucked up, like how we won game 4, legitimately. Like it'll be nasty, and we'll sneak one away. But more often than not, it has to look like, bro, we belong. That's the only thing I want to see. Do we belong on the court with these niggas? Because if we look like we don't belong on the court with these niggas, there are questions.
I don't like that.
There are questions.
Like here's why I don't like that. One, I just called that I expect to get blown out in one game.
That's fine.
I don't think
it's a 7-game series.
If you get blown out in the game, it makes it really easy for narrative to say that you don't belong on the court with these niggas, and I don't believe that.
I disagree with that. I think that it's a 7-game series. I'm talking about more. I literally said more often than not. You look at the Clippers and the Nuggets series. Both them niggas got blown out once. It still looks like they both belong to be on. They both look like at any point in time any nigga could win, right? I think that we have the tools. I just think we have the tools. It's more like I'm gonna continue to tell us. Yeah. It's more of a frustration because the tools are there. Use the fucking tools, nigga. Like at the end of the day, it's a feel thing, right? Like I mean, this is for me.
Yeah,
it's a feel thing.
The problem with our toolbox is missing another screwdriver, and
but still there has to be.
Spoon over here to make this shit work, and we do what we can.
But that's the whole conversation I'm saying where I'm confused because if the tools, if the game plan is we're gonna use, if the game plan was right, like, and this is why I bought into the game plan from early. Overutilize the starters, right? Overutilize the starters because we know we're not gonna have a subsequent bench outside of Mitchell Robinson and Deuce McBride so that they have the amount of cohesion needed to be prepared for this series specifically. Am I wrong for that? Like, that had to be the game plan for this year, right? We knew eventually we'd run into, like, we didn't know Cleveland would be Cleveland, but we knew Boston would be Boston. So the game plan and every move that was made behind the game plan this year was we're gonna hyperdrive the chemistry, as you said. We're gonna hyperdrive the chemistry. I even put the theory in the air at the All-Star break. Got the hyperdrive chemistry, make sure niggas get the starter, and now we're gonna ingratiate the thing. I was okay with that. My thing is this, bro. If that's the plan, and I'm led to believe that was the plan, that's how I'm going off of. This is the plan. We're using the starters. The starters have to look good. They just have to look good. It's okay. Like, we know we don't have a solid bench right now. So if the bench is getting cooked, it's like, all right, cool. The bench minutes is looking good, but the game is still close. Or the bench minutes look bad, but the starters play bad too, so we've got blown out. That makes sense to me. But what's not going to make sense to me is if the starters aren't playing well, they're not playing well, but they're overplaying well. Like, dog, where's the plan? There has to be a plan. If the plan is the plan, we'll see game one. We'll see game one because I don't think there's time to waste on the plan, right? We went 0 for 4 on these niggas in the season. I absolutely think we gotta sneak game one. I've been saying this.
You know why we know the plan? You know why we know the plan? We know the plan. We know the plan. The only hang up I have on the plan is how we're gonna work Al Horford, KP, Cat, Mitch. That's the only question I have. That's my only thing, because they've been starting together. They've been playing starter minutes. Some games KP is taking 22 minutes a game. Some games he's getting 30 minutes a game. So
that's Joe Mazzulla feeling it out though, because sometimes KP is being a bum, and regardless if he's a elite offensive weapon, nigga, you being a bum. You gotta go sit down, nigga.
Absolutely. So that's more so my only concern in it. I was just scanning through Boston to see how deep they've been going through these playoffs. Every game I check's for 8 deep.
Yeah,
they're not going to 9.
I expected that though. They going Pritchard.
Pritchard,
Cornette, and House. Yeah, like that's it.
Yeah.
So essentially, this is what I'm saying. I have to be shown. Show it to me. Show it to me.
Bro,
show it to me.
It's right there. If you need it to happen already, that's what I mean when I say we're coming in here with no hope. You want the results first and say, okay, I believe.
Yes, because you can't be struggling against a team you should have swept. I ain't gonna lie to you. If the nigga would have came in here, sweep the nigga, and swept them niggas, you would have had to get me off this. You would have had to get me.
We should not have swept them.
5.
We should not have swept them.
5.
They were a better team than us for the last 5 months. We should not have swept them. That's the point of this. If we're going to go with the narrative that because they're Detroit things and New York should just beat Detroit.
I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. No.
Well, what you're saying is narrative. What you're saying is not the actual fact.
It's not narrative.
The fact is that they've been better than us
narrative. It's not narrative.
Narrative.
No. I'm explaining to you. I've told you most based off what? They blew 6 quarter leads. 6.
Dog. You're talking in the moment of the games and not pre-game. I'm talking to you start of this series before game 1, thinking that we should sweep this team is ridiculous.
Before
they've been better than us
yes.
for most of the season.
Before game 1, absolutely. Before game 1. Absolutely game 1.
Well, that's the point.
Absolutely game 1. I said Knicks in 5. I told you after game 1, I said we should sweep these niggas, and it's on wax. It's on wax. I still said Knicks in 5. I still said Knicks in 5.
And what did I say? No. This team is good. They're
And
not going to make any
respectfully,
changes. They're going to
and
run
I'll
it
give you
exactly
credit,
back, and they got the win doing
you
it.
accounted for one game of your coach being a goof, and I respect you for that. I respect you for that.
No. Are
Yes.
you talking about the inbound play that I dragged the other day? Yeah, he's an idiot, but yeah, they were down and with good reason for that also. We got the ball back and all of that type of shit. It was mad possessions in that 0.5. I know what you're talking about. And that was my gripe, but this was a really good team, and acting like they were a playing good team is just ridiculous.
They weren't.
They were
I
a
told
really
you,
good
half
team.
credit. I'm here for half
They would have
credit.
gave Cavs the same hell.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
Maybe. That feels more narrative driven than what I said, but you know.
No, what you said ignore the fact that they were a top 5 team in the league.
Hey man.
Ignore the fact that they're top 5 and better than us over this course of time, to say that we should have just swept them is ignoring all of that. And that's why I say that's narrative, because that's not true. They're good as shit.
Decent.
They got work to do to being great, but it's not like a whole lot of work they got to do.
Decent.
Yeah, now the Celtics, on the other hand, they're in a dangerous position. The main people they need right now are a little banged up, a little bruised. We've been figuring it out as we go along. The last game we played them when we had to Mitch, we was looking good against them. Close game. 2 of those games are actually close for the most part. And the other games are because of bad first quarters, and that's it. So, I mean, Boston ain't really done enough of shit for everybody to have their tail tucked between their legs.
I don't think that at all.
Break
I don't
this
really.
shit down.
I don't
These
really.
4 games to 16 quarters, and they won 3 quarters, maybe.
My whole.
Other than that, they right there with us, and we just been getting more gel, better, getting our shit together, more Mitch and Cat, and what we're just getting our shit figured out for them. But come on, they're hurt. If all of that is happening, and we feel like we could have beat them while we were hurt, we're actually healthy now. We should feel better, and they're hurt, so we should feel even better. I don't understand where all this caution's in. I think it's PTSD from the world dragging us so much. I think it's PTSD for Jalen getting dragged, and Tibbs getting dragged, and the refs dragging us. I think everyone is just a little worked up in the wrong way because it's a good week that everybody's been poo-pooing on. The NBA world was shitting on our happy week. The Pistons still haven't won a home game in the playoff since 2008. You had 3 chances. Hold that. We're not, please, on the road. I want game 1. I want game 1. If we lose game 1, especially if we lose the first quarter in a bad way, I could accept that. Give me game 2. But I want one of those road wins. Those road wins are too important to our cause. Too important. I don't even care about losing in the Garden as much as I care about winning on the road.
I agree. I have no
Boston, man. Wait
until
OG get his hands on Tatum again. Make it a hard day at work again.
Knicks and 6, man, for the brand.
Jaylen Brown unders.
Every day, every game.
Not every day, but if I hit the under today, I'm not putting the under tomorrow. But Jaylen Brown unders will eat most of the series. That I'm round robbing it. I round robbing it.
Oh man,
Jaylen Brown. I love when he shoots a 3. Because I'm confident it ain't going in. I love when Jaylen Brown shoots a 3. Oh, come on. Tatum will have to have the best 3-point stretch for 2 weeks straight to pull this off. It's a hard day of work for them. They got a hard day of work ahead of them.
All right.
Listen. A hard day.
Listen.
Tibbs ain't fucking around. Y'all are all right. We poo-pooed on Tibbs often. You think Tibbs is not eating, breathing, sleeping, dreaming, thinking every tidbit of this team for 3 years? He wakes up in cold sweats and think Boston. Like, Ooh, y'all been killing me this week. Y'all been killing me this week. I'm done. Y'all been killing me this week. Fucking Boston.
Boston is not the team.
Been wanting this for how many years? And I'm pulling up with my 100 men versus the Gorilla, and y'all niggas is shook. Give me 100 Marines or 100 Florida men. We got this fucking Gorilla. Niggas is killing me.
Knicks in 6 for the brand.
Gorilla or 100 men?
Gorilla.
I can't stand you. All right, let's go. I'm done. I'm sorry. Hey, let's go. 100 men. 100 men for sure. For sure.
Gorilla in 4.
100 men for sure. Yo, by the time the first 10 get thing up, we're gonna use their body as weapons anyway. Either way, we getting this Gorilla. Like, for sure.
Yo, listen.
Dead man shields. Hell yeah. Fling a body on the Gorilla. Oh yeah, tie him out. Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is that is a lot of faith in humanity and it in the bounds of sociology. Let's just call it that.
I got a National Geographic video here that will show you that 10 men can do it. So hey, it's not crazy. Yeah. It's just that girls like saying men can't do shit.
Psychology. I put a lot of energy into the psychology of it.
That's fine.
You know?
That's fine.
At some point in time, your soul gets a little weaker with every nigga that dies. The longer you stay alive, your soul gets the more you stay alive, the more this becomes a business decision.
100 UFC fighters, 100 Marines, 100, I repeat, Florida men. Yeah. That's Florida
the confidence.
Men.
That's you got the confidence already. Like, I agree. Like you it's the will. It's the will though. Like the will leads you.
See, I didn't pick confident people. I picked strong-willed people.
Strong-willed?
I put people that put themselves in situations that you can't flake or shake, and you got to see it through. They're not.
So let me ask you. Let me follow this up. So if you got what happens?
100 men versus Batman.
100 men versus Batman.
Yeah.
Bruce.
Batman versus a gorilla.
Donkey Kong.
Get off my phone.
Donkey Kong in 4.
Get off my screen.
Donkey Kong in 4.
You trying to kill Black Boy Jordan?
I give it to Batman because he done got Gorilla Grodd up out of here. You know? But that's Bruce. You feel me? Bruce is different.
Talking gorillas with guns and armies that he be watching.
Listen, Bruce is different. Bruce got the will of 1,000.
Give me 100, Bruce.
Listen, now here we go. Here comes the psychology of it. Where are you finding 100 Bruce? Then where are you finding within that 100 Bruce the Bruce that decides that he's the leader? That allows 99 other Bruces to be like, yeah, that nigga's the leader.
The most Bruce shit in the world to do would be like, I'm the leader, every last 100 of them. They all move as if, okay, if I think I'm not the leader, what would the fake leader want to do? And they all going to still move in unison together. They still taking this nigga down. Yeah.
That's how you feel?
It's over for the Gorilla. Gorilla boots for all. Gorilla skin coats, Gorilla couch, Gorilla glue. Knicks in 6.
I'm gonna say season 2. I seen every Planet of the Apes ever, nigga. I'm just saying. It has been season 2 every movie. So season a different nigga. Nigga said nigga ain't say Chip. Nigga ain't say Chip, right?
They ain't say Chip. That's harder to hit.
Nigga stand next to you.
Yeah, we can jump a gorilla. Like, we can jump on a gorilla. We can't catch the chimp.
A chimp weaving you is nuts, nigga.
Chimp is weaving us all day, so we can't. The gorilla's the easier challenge that, if you're asking me.
You gotta get 30 niggas. I'm not gonna lie to you. You would have to have 30 niggas already dedicated, like from a elevated platform, to leap on the gorilla already.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, give me 10, 20 school shooters as the first line of offense. Let them go first. Throw some death row jail niggas on there.
Suicide
We're
Squad.
sacrificing these for the tools we will make from their bodies. Like, come on.
Love it. Love it.
All right. Well, we answered all the hard questions today.
Yes, indeed. All right. As y'all heard, it's Knicks in 6 for the brand, as you know.
Hell yeah.
Man, listen. Please show me.
Yeah, bro.
All I can ask is for you to show me something.
I need everybody to go find a Celtics fan today to go talk shit to. Like none of this weak knees shit. None of this front running Halliburton shit either. Halliburton, he was sure to make that tweet when he got that dunk for the win the other day, or that bucket for the win the other day, wasn't he?
Yeah. Overrated.
He was like, overrated who? Overrated who, dog? Even in your great moment, in your great celebration, you were still front running.
He can't help himself. I told y'all this is Tyrese Halliburton, stay in the class. Can't help himself. Can't help himself.
Front running.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, we got a hate cast series going over on the other side. Donovan versus Tyrese.
Shit.
Who do you want to come out of that? Out of the Knicks in 6 hate cast series.
Oh man, I'm down for it. You
want to see Cleveland or Indiana, or do you need your
Cleveland? Cleveland.
All right.
Cleveland. Bro, I want Boston. Dog, this is, and I didn't say this live, but we said this in the warm up. This is the first time we have in a playoff series where we are not the favorites. Mm-hmm. We are playing with house money. Like, thank you. The pressure isn't on us to not fuck up. The pressure is on us to rise to the occasion. And now we have the opportunity to rise to the occasion. And if we happen, God willing, to beat the Boston Celtics, then yes, I want to face the team they call the number one team in the East with a 60-win record, with the history that they have with us, because I have Spider's daddy. Spider is Jalen's son. Rick Brunson's grandson. So I want that matchup. I think we can beat them. If we can beat Boston, come on, bro. And we're the underdogs again? Yeah, bro. This is time to put money up. This is the time that the odds are in your favor, and you can really make it come up. Knicks to the chip.
To the chip. All right, y'all.
I don't know who's coming out the West, but I hope it's Minnesota. But to the chip.
Yes, indeed. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Appreciate you guys for tuning in per usual.
Shit.
Indeed. Make sure you follow us.
I'm gonna yell at random people right now, son. I'm still too hot over this. Yo, y'all better go find a Celtics fan.
Yes, make sure y'all find a Celtics fan. As y'all know, we are brought to you by the Smooth Family Network. Make sure you follow us everywhere at Smooth Family ENT. You can follow the podcast everywhere at Knicks in number 6 IX Pod. You can follow me everywhere at Frost Mind Guru, and Sean will find you. Hopefully, arguing with a Celtics fan.
And a Boston fan's nightmares. Oh, come on, man. Don't worry, I got us. I got enough hope for all of us.
Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. We will see y'all after game 1.
Ooh, exciting.
Peace.
Peace.